A showdown pitting an Austin neighborhood against a multi-millionaire entrepreneur is going to take center stage this week. They're at odds over a proposed development that could forever change one of Austin's most iconic and most photographed spots. KXAN's John Dabkovich has more.
So many people hike up the rocks to take pictures above the Pennybacker Bridge. It feels like this land belongs to the public, but it doesn't. It belongs to 1-800-CONTACTS founder Jonathan Kuhn.
There's a plan from 1986, his grandfather, that would allow for 64 homes that would pretty much develop every inch of the property.
But that's not what he plans to do with it. When I toured the property with him this summer, he laid out his vision to build condos, a hotel and restaurant, and office space. He's also offering the city nearly 30 acres, land worth millions, that will be left as a park with a trail leading to that scenic overlook. How can you assure these people that this is not going to become some monstrous development?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, we like leaning into how it's sort of already being used. You know, we could try to fight that. And, you know, it's not just an altruistic thing. I mean, it's an amenity for us, too. Having a great park next door is going to be good for our residents. Neighbors
have signed off, but across the river, it's a different story.
I mean, you know, there's tons of money that's going to be made there.
Lyra Bemis is the president of the Bunny Run Neighborhood Association. She says she and her neighbors don't mind the condos. It's the 600 feet of dock, she says, would choke off an already busy part of the lake and the 5,000 square foot clubhouse, not to mention the bathrooms that would come with it.
My concern is that, you know, at any point in time, something like that could fail because they're going to have to pump it up 200 feet up to the top, and it's going to go into the lake.
Part of Kuhn's plan also calls for building some sort of elevator or an inclined tram that would get people from up there all the way down to the clubhouse and dock at the bottom. But Kuhn needs the city to give him a pass on certain regulations. The zoning department, Parks and Rec, and the Environmental Commission recommend his plan with some exceptions, but Bemis worries the city may be setting a dangerous precedent.
People in the past who've been turned down are going to reapply and use the same logic and or possibly take legal action against the city.
Jonathan Kuhn agreed to an interview for this story, but then abruptly canceled last week, citing a family emergency. Meanwhile, the city council is going to hear from both sides tomorrow, but won't vote until November 1st at the earliest. And that date's important because Kuhn has an option to buy another piece of property that is a linchpin in this proposal, and that option expires on November 2nd. John Dabkovich, KXAN News.